George Mendy, who donned the number 19. Ibrahim Gassama, number 12. Mohammed Mendy, number 3. Ibrahim Mangal, number 2. Sanajata, number 4. Yusufa Bojang, number 17. Seni Gassama, number 84. That's an ambitious number. Yanku Wasane, number 8. Hamza Sedikan, number 5. Sanasau, number 10. Malang and Malang Yafa, number 9. These are the starting 11 for Stone Love FC. And now back to the pitch. Jalokoto intensifying pressure on to Stone Love FC. Jalokoto are decked out in all yellow with yellow horses and green at the sides of the shirts. And Stone Love Football Academy decked out in black shorts and orange shirts with orange and black horses. A low range delivery midway onto the pitch. And Hamza Sedi Khan connects the advancing player number 8. Here they comes number 17 Yusufa Bojang for Stone FC, but a great defensive responsibility coming from Jalokoto to the team captain. Malcontrols in the process. A player went to the ground. Referee not interested, and a throw in for Jalokoto to exploit attack to the right side of the pitch near the commentary cabin. A great combative, presence from Sedikan, one of the tallest players on the pitch, who donned the number 5 for Stone Love FC, Hamza Sedikan. And a throw in Modu Mane. In the process, the flag of the fourth assistant referee stays up. This time around, a corner in for Jalokoto to launch an attack to the dead ball in a corner position, and the team captain desires it as Jalokoto sent every outfield player to camp within the 18-yard. That was an in-swinger, but not a great header as the ball sailed over the crossbar for a ball kick. And then George Mendy, who used for Bojang, number 17, the netminder, decked out in all green, will take responsibility for that's my boss. Combs. A foul awarded. Midway on the pitch, and the team captain would take responsibility for Stone Love Football Academy. Meanwhile, a player on the ground, seemingly under serious pain, as the man in charge post play to make sure the player is okay to carry on. As fans, spectators, well-wishers, and neutrals continue to pile up here at this great pitch here at the heart of Farato, Bojang, Kunda, in his maiden junior competition. and Jalokoto Football Club and Stone Love Football Academy would definitely go down in the history books as one of the first teams who made it to the maiden tournament at the youth category or the junior category to ever made it to the grand finale. And every player who is listed on this match form would one day look back and said, I was there and I contributed immensely towards the growth and the success of the youth competition as we were the first players or bowlers to go down in the history books, made it to the final. What a moment, Abdul Karim, for these bowlers making it for the first time to the maiden finale of this great competition.
Yes, thank you, my boss, the commentator. Thank you for that deliberation. Like you say, these are junior teams, like I earlier mentioned. This is the first time, for the first time, junior league been organized by the sports committee of Farato Kunda. And then these are teams that have also been, playing in various tournaments, that is the under 15s and then other ones as well. But then, like a junior one being organized by the sport committee, this is the first time. For Stone Lord, they made it to the two finals, that is the knockout final and then the league final. And then for the knockout final, they lose to Chakupantan FC. And then here they are again. I don't think they will lose this one. As the game is concerned, and then right now as the score line is scoreless as we are moving. So here, like I said, this league is being sponsored. The main sponsor of this league is Honorable Janko Duawa. I believe Janko is not a new person to us. Whoever been here, you know Janko who is Janko. Janko since day one, he have been in football, into sports, since day one. That is grassroots along the way. He was also playing in our senior team, which have been, which have made a great impact in our sports community, and within Farato and beyond. So this is why we didn't feel to at least recognize some of these people who have at least uplift our football since day one. Yanko is one of them, and then along within the 10th year, we have some of them also seated here. The likes of Honorable Kamara, which is known to everybody in the Gambia, so as you are into sports, and then the likes of Aliu Jame, Asan Bojang, you name them. I believe these are some of the people who have at least make some impact in Farato Bojang sport, and not only Farato Bojang sport, but then sports as far as is concerned in the Gambia. And then here we are. This football field is named after a great personnel who is known as late Sam Katie. Sam, we will go briefly on his details as one on one, but then this man also is somebody who has impacted a lot of lives here when it comes to sport, and not only sport, but then a lot of things in general. So this is why we named the field after him. Though he is late, but then we have to recognize his efforts, and then his as well as the effort he have in fact done in Farato Kunda. So this is it, my boss. Along the way, we'll be recognizing some of the dignitarians along the way. Here we another dignitarian, a great personnel who is known as Sedu Jalo, is the manager of ATC Attack Division team. Taking part. Right now at Jara Suma Attack Division. That is ATC. The man is also seated here. We are saying, sir, you are also welcome. We acknowledge your presence as well, along with a lady, Madam Miss Grasama, who is also invited by Janko Juara. Madam, we are saying you are also, we recognize your presence as well, and then thank you for coming, and then thank you for all the dignitarians. My boss, back to you.
Uh, Thank you very much, Abdul Karim. Iko Nisa Kotol Ibukanyamotia. It's not a surprise, to meet these legendary figures, who have done immensely shaping the outlook and the future of sport developments within our communities, and by far and wide the schools, and by large the nation, the Gambia at large, as their inputs continue to, shape the future of our football. Combs Kamara, is not a hidden name. This is a personality whose inputs, influence, and impact, shaping the outlook, guiding the future, and encouraging the next generation to keep on, you know, inspiring and taking the lead, navigating their vast potentials, harnessing them to qualities that would impact the general growth of football development across the nation. Uh, to all the legendaries, we welcome you and we are very much delighted, to have you within our midst. And now back to the pitch. Jalokoto are still piling peso onto Stone Love, as we are well informed by the IPRO that Stone Love have crafted and navigated their path to the both finals. Unfortunately, they lost the league final, the knockout final, I beg your pardon. And here they are. They will be hoping to clinch this grand finale, but so far, it's barren as it was, goalless between the two aspiring teams. None of the teams are able to unlock the opponent, and Jalokoto have been the most ambitious team going forward so far. Meanwhile, in the process, they won a throw-in at the far right, and that was a great throw-in into the 18 yard, a great clearance. Now, Stone Love threw a big, not a great pass, met with a great clearance as the ball rolled over the top line near the energetic fan base of one of the teams who are donned or dressed in their amazing outfits, blue t-shirts, and then blue and white trousers, gingering and supporting their charges, to be energized and transform. That into the game as the game unfolds. The team captain on the towel there, that's Mohammed Mendy for Stone Love FC, who has been awarded there by an infringement at the far end of the pitch near the corner flag. As fans, spectators, well-wishers, and neutrals continue to gather here at this great pitch named after one of the great influencers when it comes to sport development within Farato, Bojang, Kunda. And as we celebrate and remember his immense contributions towards the football development of the community, we continue to pray and ask the Almighty to shower him with his infinite mercy and blessings. And may his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. And at the far end of the pitch, near the jubilant fans of one of the teams, Jalokoto won a throw-in and number 14 desires to take it. And that would be Bakari Damfa, the left fullback of Jalokoto Football Club. Damfa looked for options, a low one, mal controls, and a great clearance midway onto the pitch. Now the striker of Stone Love, Malang Yafa, mal controls, who was dispossessed in the process, attends Damfa on this occasion, but the flag of the second assistant referees stays up, and a throw in. Damfa would take yet again another throw. A low one connecting, not a great one. Another throw, and Damfa would yet again perfect this one on this occasion. A low one back to Damfa. Sweet play to the captain. In the process, cut out there. And a high and a long one midway onto the pitch. Great aerial clearance. Damfa against the advancing player. Damfa was nearly caught on that occasion, but to the rescue of the match official and the man in charge for that matter, who spotted an infringement, and that would be a free kick. And Jalokoto would send numbers into the opponent's half in their quest to unlock the great organization coming from the technicians or the gaffer of Stone Love Football Academy. You know, so far it's goalless, and in order to win finals and to clinch this giant trophy in front of us, Abdul Karim one has to score, but so far, you know, we haven't seen any of the teams, you know, breaking the deadlocks so far. You take into the game so far.
Yes, my first that is this is Africa for you, and it can be at large. Scoring is our problem. This is one of our problems. Scoring. I mean, I believe. Real Madrid and Barcelona, who have just, confused. They are just not long ago, and then El Clasico for that matter. Almost 6 goals scored in that game. This will show a very deep difference between African teams and then the European teams. Scoring is our problem. And then don't be surprised, this game goes to postmark of my boss.
Post match, I believe the teams would not be, happy to hear that.
Well, that is the sign showing right now. The score line is scoreless, and then the time is just moving. It's just moving. And then if it ends like this, I am not saying it's going to end like this, but then if it ends like this, I believe it's going to be post-match kickoff. Like I say, scoring is one of our biggest challenges when it comes to African football. Yes, my boss.
Uh, and a throw in Damfa to take not a great control. This possess regain possession. Damfa would unleash a long one and number 11 Mulai Sane. Goal! Oh, we are just talking about goal scoring. And Jalokoto just responded.
Indeed. What a goal. What a strike down there. Jalokoto. Wow. This in the beginning gets so hunger over, so low. This is the moment, and then it just comes, on their way. And then they clink on. What a goal.
What a goal coming from Mulai on this occasion, who crafted his way past the defender there, made no mistake as he nudged it home to put Jalokoto at a commanding lead and Abdul Karim. I know this must be a very disturbing moment for the gaffer of Stone Love Football Academy. You know,
Indeed.
crafting your way to a dual final, both the knockout and the grand finale.
Indeed.
And to lose both is definitely not something he would be wishing for.
Of course, my boss. I believe it's going to be, a devastating one for that matter, losing the knockout and then the league. I believe, it's not going to tell well for the management and then the players. Sometimes, if this happens, the players might in fact move to other teams as they always look for glory. And then I believe the time is still there. They can also come back if they cruise, then they keep on cruising before the final whistle. It's not over until it is over. Let's see what will happen.
And a great low range delivery from the team captain, met with a great aerial duel, and here comes the team captain for Jalokoto, and Lamin Jame is the player who's unless an ambitious throw to the advancing player and the goal scorer Mulai Sane, who is playing with a lot of confidence and desire as he just put Jalokoto ahead and give them a commanding lead so far in this finale here. Can Jalokoto hold on to their 1-0 advantage right down to the where remains to be the biggest question, as Stone Love would left no stone unturned, as they would show a lot of character, desire, and ambitions to go out on hunting, try to see how to unlock the Jalokoto organization. So far, they have been the better side. The flag of the second assistant referee at the far end of the pitch, near the Jalokoto fan base, I believe, way for an offside, and the goalkeeper decked out in black and green, number 22 Matar Sisi, would buy some time as his team is currently leading with a goal advantage in this historic final here at the Farato Bojang Kunda football field, and here they comes through their team captain number 10 Wana James, one big pass the defender. What can he do? Great defensive responsibility coming from the central defenders there on that occasion, and a flag of the first assistant referee stays up for an offside at the near end of the technical dugout for Stone Love Football Academy, and the team captain for Stone Love, Mohammed Mendy, would take responsibility as Stone Love sends numbers into the opponent half. Great and a great clearance. A player went to the ground and a whistle of the man in charge against the advancing player for an infringement awarded in favor of Idris Sonko, number 13 for Jalokoto, and now number a box from behind, but the referee wasn't interested on this occasion. As Stone Lord Football FA would show urgency as the team currently trailing by 1 goal down, not a great one, and intercepted there by the team captain. What amazing skills coming from the team captain, Lamin Jame. Lamin proved to be a skillful and a tricky player for this Jalokoto Football Club, Abdul Karim.
Yes, that is the local name. The call him is, Yola Boy. Is the player. The boy is just a tricky player and then with full of skills. And maybe have a long way to go. My boss, you will pardon me to at least name some of the dignitaries wrestling right now, as we are, in the time of the game. Here we are the main sponsor of the game, that is Jalokoto, a legendary. You have, Nomo Chang also present here. You have, Miss Irandu Gafama also present here. And then you have Farato present as well. You have Mr. Jallo present as well. You have Omar Kamara, a well-known football enterprises. You have Ali Jame also present. You have Sandodan also present here. You have another Ali Jame present. You have Ibrahim Bai present here. Haruna Bojang and Bojang as well. Other dignitaries who are also present here. Honorables, we are saying, we acknowledge your presence here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for praising this occasion. It's indeed a pleasure to receive you here. And then to our main sponsor, who is Jalokoto, it is indeed a pleasure to have him here. And then we can see he made it already make the event successful. And then we are well happy over these things. So my boss, thanks for that.
Abdul Karim, it feels great whenever we turn our attention to people that matters. And they responded to our call, showing and giving us all the motivation, support, and encouragement, taking the leadership, and then inspiring and aspiring the future towards, realizing their dreams. This is great whenever, we reach out to them and they, responded massively.
Indeed, my boss, and then this is not a surprise, and then there is not a new team here. Farato, Bojang, Kunda is known for room of football. These are we call it a room of football. My boss, I believe this brings us to the end of first half. You can go on with your boss to the end, along. And then before we commence or start that is this one, the kickoff, the official match kickoff, and then that will be, that will take place before we move into the second half. That is the official match kickoff. So as the main sponsor and other dignitaries are present here, I believe is the norm, is the tradition here. So at least, give an official match of the final, especially to the main sponsors of the league. So we are going to do that along before the second half begins.
Indeed, that brings us to the end of the first half. It has been an end-to-end stuff between the aspiring teams, all firing cylinders. Both teams so desire courage, character to go out on hunting in their desire to claim their first ever maiden juniors championship. We would also take our lemon time here and allow the DJ to entertain the rest of the fans, spectators, well-wishers, and neutrals before we come on your way with the official kickoff in the right before the start of the second half.
Thank you, my boss. And the information we did here. I mean, right now there is a particular party here who want to showcase his skills. I mean, he want to craft his skills right now, but then he's appealing for children. So, I mean, not come closer to him so that I mean he will not be distracted.